Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A member of the Religious Society of Friends founded by George Fox, the Friends have never called themselves Quakers. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. They are friends of the library. An associate who provides cooperation or assistance. A person with whom you are acquainted. We are friends of the family. A person you know well and regard with affection and trust. He was my best friend at the university. One who quakes and trembles with, or as with, fear. A member of the Religious Society of Friends founded by George Fox, the Friends have never called themselves Quakers. Someone who admires a young woman. She had many admirers. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. A person who admires. Someone who esteems or respects or approves. An additional dose that makes sure the first dose was effective. The first stage of a multi-stage rocket. A thief who steals goods that are in a store. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. Someone who is an active supporter and advocate. An amplifier for restoring the strength of a transmitted signal. Someone who has won first place in a competition. Holding first place in a contest. A champion show dog. Someone who is dazzlingly skilled in any field. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. Protect or fight for as a champion. Someone who fights for a cause. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. The principal character in a work of fiction. A person who contributes to the fulfillment of a need or furtherance of an effort or purpose. A support for the genitals worn by men engaging in strenuous exercise. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. All their supporters came out for the game. Someone who supports or champions something. A band, usually elastic, worn around the leg to hold up a stocking, or around the arm to hold up a sleeve. An associate who provides cooperation or assistance. He's a good ally in fight. A friendly nation. Become an ally or associate, as by a treaty or marriage. Personal knowledge or information about someone or something. A person with whom you are acquainted. I have trouble remembering the names of all my acquaintances. A relationship less intimate than friendship. A religious person who believes Jesus is the Christ and who is a member of a Christian denomination. Following the teachings or manifesting the qualities or spirit of Jesus Christ. Relating to or characteristic of Christianity. A person who pleads for a cause or propounds an idea. A mathematical notation indicating the number of times a quantity is multiplied by itself. Someone who expounds and interprets or explains. A person who pleads for a cause or propounds an idea. A lawyer who pleads cases in court. Push for something. Speak, plead, or argue in favor of. The doctor advocated a smoking ban in the entire house. A person who pleads for a cause or propounds an idea. A person who pleads for a cause or propounds an idea. Make a logical or causal connection. Keep company with, hang out with. He associates with strange people. A degree granted by a 2-year college on successful completion of the undergraduate's course of studies. A friend who is frequently in the company of another. Bring or come into association or action. Any event that usually accompanies or is closely connected with another. First was the lightning and then its thunderous associate. A person who joins with others in some activity or endeavor. He had to consult his associate before continuing. A person with subordinate membership in a society, institution, or commercial enterprise. Associates in the law firm bill at a lower rate than do partners. Having partial rights and privileges or subordinate status. An associate member. Characteristic of or meant for a single person or thing. An individual serving. Being or characteristic of a single thing or person. Individual drops of rain. A human being. Separate and distinct from others of the same kind. Mark the individual pages. Concerning one person exclusively. We all have individual cars. A single organism. Causing or capable of causing death. Mortal combat. A human being. Involving loss of divine grace or spiritual death. Subject to death. Mortal beings. Unrelenting and deadly. Mortal enemy. The immaterial part of a person. The actuating cause of an individual life. Deep feeling or emotion. A human being. A secular form of gospel that was a major black musical genre in the 1960s and 1970s. Soul was politically significant during the civil rights movement. The human embodiment of something. The soul of honor. A human being. A human being. There was too much for one person to do. A grammatical category used in the classification of pronouns, possessive determiners, and verb forms according to whether they indicate the speaker, the addressee, or a third party. Stop talking about yourself in the third person. A human body, usually including the clothing. A weapon was hidden on his person. A human being. Used especially of persons. A stalwart knight. Having rugged physical strength, inured to fatigue or hardships. Proud of her tall stalwart son. Dependable. The stalwart citizens at Lexington. A person who is loyal to their allegiance, especially in times of revolt. An admirer of England and things English. An admirer of England and things English. A person who has religious faith. A supporter who accepts something as true. Scottish author noted for his biography of Samuel Johnson, 1740 to 1795. A devoted admirer and recorder of another's words and deeds. An enthusiastic and vocal supporter. He has become a cheerleader for therapeutic cloning. Someone who leads the cheers by spectators at a sporting event. A person who joins with another in carrying out some plan, especially an unethical or illegal plan. form a group or unite. United in a confederacy or league. Someone who assists in a plot. A supporter of the Confederate States of America. Form a confederation with, of nations. Of or having to do with the Southern Confederacy during the American Civil War. A supporter of corporatism. Of or relating to corporatism. A person who transfers his ownership interest in something by signing a check or negotiable security. Someone who expresses strong approval. A person having a strong liking for something. An ardent and enthusiastic supporter of some person or activity.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.